Welcome back, everybody, to what could potentially be the final game of the day. Sigma.YNT, they are going to be trailing behind No Sorry, the winners of the last game. And it's up to Sigma now to get themselves back into this one, get the heads up high, and just slog on for the second game here. As No Sorry, again, they might have those mind games after beating them in the last tour, but they've certainly shown that they've not slowed down here after this first one, even after swapping out a couple of players. Blizzy and Arrow, I do believe it was, that moved on, and Yond, Dominic coming in here to help back up No Sorry, and they look pretty good in this first game. So once we get into the next game, you'll see if that was a fluke. Are they going to be able to carry it on? Sigma.YNT, do they have a plan to get back into this one? We'll see how they want to play it around this draft and how it's going to go for Sigma.YNT, because again, it's going to be No Sorry in the driver's seat. They looked really good in that one. I was surprised when the odds came out from EGB that they actually gave the favorites to Sigma.YNT. Maybe because Sigma they finished the last tour on 4 and 3, whereas No Sorry only finished it on 3 and 4. But yeah, No Sorry, I think looking one of the stronger teams. I think I was going through it in the last series as well. Let's just get them all up. See actually who I think, because I think Namiga should be one of the teams competing for promotion into Division 1 for the next tour. But I'm looking through, Alaikum Nihao is pretty strong as well with Hayes. Hayes was playing on V, who became Rune Eaters. They've already had a stint in Division 1 as well, though, Hayes. They're a pretty strong squad. Cybercats don't look too bad. Team Sexy obviously coming through with a win already, so they're going to be trying to get right up there. I don't really think there's too many weak links in the Eastern European Division 2 coming into this one. I think, a lot of teams are going to be fighting for that top spot, and it's just going to come down to how they play on the day.
5 seconds
Of course, Sigma, right after the, well, not right after this one, but the next match after this one happening in a couple of days, it is going to be No Sorry versus Moneymakers. Moneymakers, the old, just straight up YNT team as well. They don't look too bad. They could make a push to the top as well, the top of the table if they wanted to, or if they wanted to try for that, which every team does, right? Every team wants to be trying to push to the top of the table. So, yeah, no, there's a few teams here that look very strong, and I'm failing to see any weak links come through, as we do get the Death Prophet ban this time coming out from Sigma.YNT. They have first pick, but don't want to be taking that one. No, sorry, they ban out the Brood as well as the Nature's Prophet. Meanwhile, the Primal Beast as well being taken away by Sigma.YNT.
Radiant team pick.
So, right off the bat, they go for the Enchantress. Okay. Disruptor here for No Sorry, the Beastmaster, and it's going to be the Techies right back into this one. So running it down, it means that you're playing in this off lane with a lot of burst damage coming through. The axes into the sticky bombs for the Techies. Techies going to be able to get the blast off, and probably, honestly, that Yond Techies for the last game, was my MVP. So made some great jumps in when he had that shard out with the blast off. That one close to the dire tier 2 where he turned around, got the blast off, stood up 4 heroes on the side of Sigma.YNT, and it meant that they could take an even trade in terms of the team fight, in terms of the player kills. So maybe Sigma.YNT, they have to be a little bit aware about this one. Meanwhile, what do they want to go for? Not seeing any. I want to say we've not seen any Dragon Knights today. I can't even say it's been a long day because we've had a quick couple of series come through, but yeah, no, we've not seen any Dragon Knights so far. I'm surprised that this hero is being ignored. It's a really strong hero. It's probably one of the strongest heroes in the meta at the minute, and it's going to be the Lycan that comes up for Sigma.YNT. So the Ench position 5 to mess with the Beastmaster, but again, you have that techie, so you have the burst damage to come through the Ench in here, so you don't need something like the Storm Spirit or the Ember Spirit is pretty good. Puck probably could have done it. The techies can blow up the Enchantress all on his own.
10 seconds remaining.
This time, at least, they ban out the Ursa. So Sigma trying to take out a couple of the stronger heroes that had in this first phase. What can you do up against the Lycan?
Dire team ban.
Chaos Knight. Yeah, no, sorry. It did get some good momentum out. It was taking those kills. It was looking to take down the Ursa in that last fight, just in the Radiant tier 3 on the top lane. Got him really down low as well when those Phantasms started to do damage. But just couldn't stack up the damage enough to be able to save his game, be able to save his team's game as well.
5 seconds remaining.
So do you go back for... Because the Beastmaster is going to be here for no sorry, so they can't go for that offlane Doom if they wanted to here. Maybe try and take that away from Sigma. Yeah, the Lycan comes after Sigma now as well, so that's your two pushing heroes. Again, if you want to go for a bit of an overpush, Lash is still available, the Dragon Knight's still available. Probably not going to be going back for the Enigma, because that is your another offlane hero. So both the Beastmaster and the Lycan going to be filling that slot here in game number 2. But yeah, the roll coming out for the Beastmaster as well is going to be a good setup for the techies to do the damage. So you probably don't want to go for the Terrorblade if you're Sigma.
Radiant team
Axes as
ban.
well as sticky bombs. You ban out the sniper, but yeah, the axes as well as the sticky bombs coming out from the level 1. Beastmaster and the techies does a lot of damage to the Terrorblade, who's pretty much all armor, no health to start off with earlier on in the game. Before he gets the stats up, before he starts to build up anything that's going to give him a health boost.
10 seconds. Dire team ban.
Banning out the Morphlin. Oh, did he go back for the Crystal Maiden Pudge? I would really like that. Pudge deals with anything the Lycan's going to throw at him until the Helm of the Overlord comes out. Good lockdown. The Lycan, they could even go in for the Disruptor Monkey King combo as well. Disruptor Monkey King against the Lycan, it is incredibly strong because the Lycan, again, until he gets that shapeshift at level 6, can't get away the Jingu as well as the Glimpse back. It does a lot of damage to the Lycan. The Lycan just can't really deal with that combo in the lane. So no sorry. I wonder if they want to play...
Radiant team ban.
I mean, either of those two combos. And they do have that first pick in the next phase. So let's see what it's going to be. Would you... If you're Sigma and you see this... The Disruptor pick first, do you go for the block pick?
Radiant team pick.
Or the Monkey King? Either way it comes out. So it's going to be the Crystal Maiden, it's going to be the Pudge. Yeah, so Sigma, they've got a choice to make now. What do they want to pick up against this Pudge? What do they think is going to be good against it? And... Oh, it might not be the Pudge. It could be like a Juggernaut, something like that. You look at the Crystal Maiden. Again, you look at the Lycan coming out. The Wolves don't really do a lot against the Pudge. When you have the damage block from the Flesh Heap, you have the rundown onto them. You can take care of them fairly quickly with the Rock coming out as well as the Crystal Nova. Crystal Maiden is just a good setup. Again, if you get the lockdown onto the Lycan, with the Frostbite into the hook, you really can shut down his lane, really stall it out before he's able to get himself to the Helm of the Dominator.
Slark.
So they go for the Slark. That is quite nice if these fights go long. Again, if it's going to be the Pudge. It is quite nice if the fights go long, because obviously you're going to be able to take away the stats from the Pudge. Pudge's not really a whole lot of burst damage in him here as well. There's not a whole lot of burst damage on the full side of No Sorry. At all.
5 seconds remaining.
Wouldn't mind seeing the Zeus come out for No Sorry, but if it's going to be the Pudge or the Monkey, it has to come out in this next phase. So the Rubik being picked up here. No Sorry. What is it going to be?
Play Dota, just play Dota, guys.
Do they go back? Are they thinking of something different now the Slark's out?
Dire team ban.
Could have gone for Bloodseeker. Okay. Okay. So it gets the chase down onto the Slark. Does a lot of damage. The Lycan can't run away from the Rupture either and the Shapeshift. You lock down with the Frostbite coming out from the Crystal Maiden. It means that the Blood Ray will always proc. Until BKB start coming out, at least.
5 seconds
Good fight potential as well. If you get that shard up, even if the Slark's trying to trade off stats, you're going to be able to trade off damage. I would like to see either like a Lesh or a Zeus to come out for No Sorry here for the final pick into the mid lane. They will be able to respond to the final pick of Sigma, because Sigma have to pick next after this next ban stage. And it looks like both teams looking for mid laners. What is still there that does a lot of winning? OD, Ember, Storm Spirit's been banned out, but the OD and the Ember Spirit, two really strong mid lane heroes. Sniper's been banned out here as well. We've already seen a couple of Husker, so they ban out the Batrider. Yeah, it's good lockdown onto Slark. But think he gets removed. Because nobody wants to see the Tinker. Nobody wants to see the Tinker at all. But, yeah, no, sorry. Even if it's not the Lash or the Zeus, I would like to see something that offers some burst damage, especially up against the Slark and the Enchantress. You can't let this Ench get those Nature's Attendants off in the fight. You can't let the Slark get away with the Shadow Dance. You need something that's going to be doing maybe AoE damage. Again, the Zeus with the Thunderbolt or the Lash with the Pulse Nova. So they ban out the Slark, more than likely with the excuse me, they ban out the Tusk. I was looking directly at the Slark. They ban out the Tusk. I'm thinking the Sigma might want as the OD ban gets taken out from No Sorry, so they might want the Lash pick for themselves. Here's Sigma. Again, gets towards that Bloodstone. It's good sustain. It's harder to burst down. So what's it going to be? They don't have a lot of time to think about this now as well. You know, their last bit of reserve time, they've got 2 seconds left on the reserve time. So they've got to talk their way through this one. Look to lock it in. It's going to be the Ember. Okay. Lash. Straight up Lash. Oh, it's going to be the Monkey King. Okay, it is going to be Dodrin on the Monkey King. I wasn't sure if they were maybe swapping it around onto the Bloodseeker, but the Nozaric on the Bloodseeker, Dodrin on the Monkey King, Archangel on the Crystal Maiden. So that Monkey King will be there, but it won't be up against the Lycan in the lane. It's going to be coming up against the Ember Spirit. And again, melee hero versus the Monkey King, really hard to fight into. Even if the Sleight of Fist will be there, even if the Flame Guard will be there to do the damage onto the Monkey King, you know, he's going to be able to come in with Jingu, just heal himself right back up if you let him get the procs off the... These lineups, again, no sorry. Okay, it's not the Purge. I was hoping for the Purge for the Bloodseeker, but I think you have to change your mind. As soon as that Slark comes out, you have to change your mind for something that's a little bit quicker on the fight, quicker to the damage as well with the right clicks. So yeah, they did change their mind for the Bloodseeker, it does seem. Which, Crystal Maiden Bloodseeker is still a really strong combination. I think I'm going to back No Sorry here. I think they have a little bit of an edge, again, with the lineup. They played so well in that last game, and it's going to be up to Sigma to try and catch up, because the Bloodseeker rundown onto the Slark and the Lycan, it can be incredibly effective if they get a good start here in these fights. But before we get into it, we are going to take a quick word from our sponsors over EGB, and then get into the second game of the series and see which way it's going to fall. See you after this.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, welcome back, and we'll see here if... Again, Sigma, if they can pull this game back, if they can get a victory out of this. No, sorry, going to go for another smoke. They see the Wolves, but nobody following them up. Rubik, though, moving himself through. Is he going to try and come in for that cheeky ward? And if he does, the ward's already down from the side of No Sorry. This could be another first blood to Nozaric. He's waiting for somebody to show. But it looks like Queasy doesn't overextend here. Won't be going towards that ward and the vision of No Sorry. And... yeah, okay, playing it safe, not overcommitting.
30 seconds to battle.
You see No Sorry, they are just thinking, they're talking about this one here as well. It looks like both teams not going to try and get aggressive here in the rune spots this time. Yeah, Sigma.YNT maybe have learned the lesson. The Wolfstone Frostbite comes out from Archangel, so he's going to be able to get his first last hit.
The battle begins.
Probably his last hit of the game as well, on the Crystal Maiden.
I know I can trust you guys.
So, take a look at the odds. Again, it is surprising that No Sorry are coming in. The odds are a little bit closer this time. But it's still surprising that Sigma.YNT are considered the favourites to me. Coming in, again, there's only a 0.4 between the two teams, or roughly a 0.4 between the two teams. No Sorry, the odds are a little bit shorter this time. But it's just, yeah, I would have thought No Sorry would have been coming into this as the favourites. Well, what can you do? As Vanskor starting straight off. Yeah, the native attendants are going to be so important on this lane with the damage that can come through from the sticky bombs as well as the axes. Dark Lord, you can already see the harass coming through from this combination. And Dominic, once he gets the roar up, once Yon gets the shot as well, these two heroes are going to be incredibly impactful in the fights. And yeah, Dark Lord, for the early laning stages of the game, it's going to be rough. In fact, Yon, does he see the courier now as well? You know, it's just going to be able to get the block with the ward. But Vanskor going to bait him into a block in his own camp here. Vanskor taking the damage from the sticky bombs. Already use those natured attendants. And it's 140 mana if you want to use those natured attendants. And Enchantress only has 375 at level 1 max. Mid lane, yeah, the chase down. I expected this to come through, and Ember Spirit, even with his Flame Guard, he's going to suffer in the lane. The Boundless Strike comes out, and Dodron pretty much back to full health. So every time For You comes up here, once the Jingu, you know, he gets used with the right clicks, he's going to be able to stack it up on the Ember Spirit. And Ember Spirit with the Sleight of Fist, the Flame Guards, it's not going to be enough to sustain against Dodron. And Dodron's just looking for the last hits here as well. So, I'm trying to go for the deny there. Dodron getting cheeky. Yeah, you can see the harass coming through. Enchantress just trying to do what he can to sustain. Again, the mana burn coming through from having to use these native attendants every few seconds might start getting towards the edge. Meanwhile, the techies, he's got himself a Mango. Already used a couple of them there as well. Going to be full mana. And Dominic should have pretty much the same. Yeah, he's got himself a Mango as well as the Ring of Basilisk. So the sticky bombs continue to come through. Dark Lord, it's not like it's damage that you can purge off either. Once the sticky bombs are there, the damage is just going to go onto Dark Lord. He's not going to point into the Dark Pact anyway. Yeah, the axes, again, it's not like you can purge that one off. So For You being harassed in this mid lane, once again, the Boundless Strike coming through. 2 points into the Jingu now as well. Monkey King, not many trees to dive in on the mid lane, so probably going to be seeing another point into the Boundless Strike, just trying to stack this damage against the Ember Spirit. And Ember, he's having to play away. Dodron, how's he looking? 17 last hits and 9 denies compared to the 9 and 0 of the Ember. Top lane though, the axes fly through. Did they get the kill? They don't, and the pounce comes out. They might be able to get the kill onto Yon. Dark Lord, he backs himself away. Yeah, Dodron's got that mischief here as well for the dodges. So going to be able to get himself, not even going towards the bottle as well on the Monkey King. Hell doesn't even need it. Archangel, though, he gets low. Corruptible, does he get it with the wolves? As it looks like they chase down with these wolves. They're churning on the Wolf of Ice Rack. Crystal Maiden will be able to get the salve off, though. Heal himself up. And Rubik, he was pretty okay being chased down, but he has the telekinesis. You know, he has that Fade Bolt onto Noah's Rick. Corruptible, no, he might not be okay. Black Archangel, they're going to be coming in with the Frostbite, and now the Blood Right as well. So he get the silence off onto the Rubik. The Rubik out of mana. Top lane, it looks like Yond trying to do the damage onto Vanskor. Vanskor with the sticky bomb, the axes. Is it going to be off? The native attendants come out. It doesn't get him low, but it gets him in within kill range. And this is the thing that I was talking about every time. It was, well, last time I saw it with Antaha. The sticky bombs come through. In fact, Dark Lord, he's going to get pretty darn low now as well. But the sticky bombs come through, and it's not the job of the sticky bombs to get the kill, it's the job of the sticky bombs to get the heroes and constantly get them low. Force out the mana, force out the regen here from the Enchantress to try and sustain. And then if he gets low enough, it's the job of the blast off to secure the kill. So Yon just wants to be using these sticky bombs, level 2 in those as well, just to whittle through the regen, whittle through the health. Dark Lord, yeah, the pounce doesn't work like that, mate. If you're caught out with a sticky bomb, it does latch. I don't know if the Dark Pact actually purges it off. Because the sticky bombs are... it says they're dispellable. But I suppose they explode before the Dark Pact goes off. Vanskor, again, Nature's Attendant's going to be popped. Going through so much mana now as well. Vanskor at least will be able to get the heals off. Using that enchant onto Yon. Yon's going to get low. But again, can turn around with the blast off. The 2 points in the axis for the Primal Beast. Primal Beast, the Beastmaster. So now he gets the balls out as well. And that's kind of the point that Vanskor, he's got the points into the enchant. So blast off comes through. They get the silence now as well. Where are those axes? The damage with the balls. They might be able to get the chase down onto Vanskor. Vanskor, the pounce comes out. Yon still gets the first blood. And now Dark Lord, he might be in trouble. What are those sticky bombs? It does connect now as well. Dark Lord, did he go down? The right clicks. Might be enough. It will be. Yon gets himself the double. Never let, as bottom lane, Black Archangel goes down, never let anybody tell you the Techies was better before the rework. Because it was awful. It was terrible. It was 1v9 because everybody hated playing with it, against it, alongside it. Hell, I don't even know if Techies players like playing it themselves or just used it to be a bit sadistic in games, but the rework on the Techie is much, much better. Meanwhile, Advance Core. Okay, he's looking to actually... It wasn't a pull to come through. He's just looking, he was scouting it out to make sure there wasn't any pulls. He gets himself a ward down as well. The Beastmaster board, though, does he actually get the pull out onto the Ancient stacks? He does. As the Enchantress messes up the timing here mid lane, though, Dodrin comes in. The Frostbite as well, Telekinesis. Vanscore has got himself the Nature's Attendance to get to heal off the Valhalla Strike, though. Monkey King, can he sustain through this for you? A couple more right clicks. There is no... Well, the Primal Spring comes out now. There's no Wukong's command. So the Monkey King, it takes 3 heroes from the side of Sigma.YNT to try and go onto the Monkey King. The blast off now as well onto the Rubik. Taser comes through. Has to disarm the silence now as well. Crystal Maiden with the Frostbite, though, caught out in the net. Vanscore, Sticky Bombs come through. Queasy, he might have come a little bit too far forward. Where's that Monkey King? Where's the Balance Strike now as well? It is going to be off cooldown. They might try and come on to Queasy. The Fade Bolt will fly through, but Dodrin, he wants to carry on going here now as well. He can stack up that Jingu. Balance Strike, he might try and look for more than one here. He get the kill onto Black Archangel, but the Monkey King, he still wants to kill onto the Rubik now as well. The Balance Strike comes through. He gets the kill with that last right click, and then just jumps himself away. But yeah, at least with the rotation from Vanscore as well as Queasy, it's going to stop the aggression, or maybe it's not going to stop the aggression. I was going to say it's going to stop the aggression from Dark Lord, but the axes fly through. Look at this damage, Dominic! He just rips through the health of Slark, and Slark, he's not level 6 just yet. Doesn't have that passive, has to watch out for sticky bombs. Maybe a blast off here. So hiding himself back. Yeah, going to be healed up by the Nature's Attendance of Vanscore. And at the minute, all 3 cores on the side of, top of the net worth, so it's looking pretty good for them. They don't have a way to get rid of this Centaur from the Enchantress just yet. Yond, Bert, the jump in. He has to go for the Stomp to stop Yond with this blast off. The Taser won't connect anyway. How's the Bloodseeker doing? We've not checked in with him fairly recently. We might not hear him now either. Okay, Vanscore, the blast off comes through. He's already used those Nature's Attendance, so the Monkey King, is there going to be enough damage coming through with the Balance Strike? He gets the kill onto Vanscore. Might even go into for you. The Centaur Stomp comes through. Yond, he might go down, but not before he gets the Sticky Bomb off now as well. It's a lot of damage onto him. The disarm, the Taser. Does he deny himself? No. The Wolves, he will still get the kill. But it looks like Dodrin, he's putting so much pressure onto For You has to use the Searing Chains. Was a Balance Strike now as well. For You gets himself a regen rune, has to pop it straight away. Otherwise, the Monkey King gets on top and gets that kill with the Jingu Mastery. 4 points into that now as well. So he's not having a great time. Dominic goes into the jungle, looking for the farm, looking towards the helm of the Dominator. Yeah, but Osric, not really checked in with the Bloodseeker recently. Let's take a look here. What's he got? So, going towards the Maelstrom, top of the net worth. Really having a great time in this lane. Even when the Crystal Maiden rotates off here, the Lycan having to send his wall for ganks. Yeah, Lycan at least has that Helm of the Dom. Corruptible coming in. They might get the kill with the Shapeshift now as well. Dodrin, though, he does get that Balance Strike off. Can they get the chase down? Where's the Techies? Sticky Bomb comes out. Where's the blast off? He does. He overshoots it. So Dodrin, can he get himself away? He's still trying to wait for this Tree Dance to come off cooldown. Or you trying to go for the TP, but Yon not going to be able to get it. And now the Centaur Stomp comes in. Dodrin, he's not going to be able to get himself away from this one, surely. Osric does rotate in. The Rupture's already been used. And For You comes back with a Remnant now. And Yond, he might go down as well to the big bad wolf. Blood Right will be used here. Catches out 2 of them. But the Searing Chains, will it be enough? Archangel's trying to get himself onto them. Corruptible, Frostbite, can't get yourself away from that one so easy, mate. Dominic even rotating down. They get the kill onto Corruptible. At least Vanscore's getting himself the runaway. TP 2 seconds. Yon, does he see him? He does. Oh, he might be able to get the... No, the disarm! It connects onto Vanscore just in the middle of the toss from the Impetus now as well. He cancels his TP. Trying to get the kill onto Yond. He will go down. But Dodrin, he takes down Vanscore after the fact. Oh, he could have just got himself out. He was fine. He was away. The smoke comes out underneath the ward, though. So even if he wants to make a move to Dark Lord, he sees this coming out. Yeah, so just going to back himself away. The Osric in the jungle. He's going to have the gold now coming out for the Maelstrom. Dark Lord moving himself in. It was a good rotation coming out from Corruptible there. forcing the fight out, and Dodrin just wasn't able to get himself away. He's going to go towards the Diffusal Blade. They want to carry on going here with Dark Lord. They don't get the catch out, surely. Even with the Monkey King dancing around,
Dire's top tower
with this
is
ward
under
on the
attack.
cliff as well, yeah, the Slark doesn't go towards it. So Denozric has himself the Maelstrom.
Radiant's
Does
middle
create
tower
space for
is
the
under
Lycan now to
attack.
push down this bottom lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Techies is down here though, he's saying, not over my dead body. Or over my dead body, which, that might come up pretty soon here, YNT. He has to be careful because Squeezy's close. What got stolen could be the sticky bombs. And Techies, not the tankiest hero in the world, so the shapeshift comes out. He's going to go for the TP. Do they have the vision for the telekinesis? The Wild Wing Ripper gets off his Hurricane. The disarm onto a few of them now as well, but Techies, only level 5, will go down. Sticky bombs. Corruptible gets the kill. Yeah, no level 6 just yet, so he wasn't able to drop those mines. So, good rotation in Sigma.YNT to take down this bottom tier 1.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Looking a bit better for them in game number 2. There's 12 minutes in. Yeah, looking a little bit better. Corruptible being able to get the push down, gets himself to the helm of the Dominator. I think he has more net worth. No, he doesn't. He doesn't at all have more net worth than the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster, having the Dominator, Mana Boots coming out as well because he wanted to spam those axes. Gonna be able to get the spam as Denozric moves himself towards maybe invading the Dire Jungle. And yeah, with these Ancient stacks, even if they're going to be seen, but the D-Ward comes out as well. So even if they were being seen, I don't think they can stop Dominic from farming these. As Denozric moves himself towards the top lane, looking to push this one out, going towards his BKB now as well. Let's see. Does Slark... Surely Slark doesn't want to fight into this. Yeah, it just goes back to push out the lane. It is going to be the Diffusal Blade for the Slark here as well. Techies, how's he looking? He wants the Mana Boots of his own, but... Ooh, does he go for the Mana Boots straight away? Probably, right? Because he wants to be able to put up more mines, drop more mines, sticky bombs. Speaking about sticky bombs, telekinesis and YNT. Taser will come out now as well. Corruptible, does he want to try and go for this? What's he stolen? He actually stole the Taser on the Rubik. Not really the spell that you want, because as the Rubik, you don't want to be coming up close and personal like this for that Taser to proc. I suppose it's nice. You know what? Excuse me if anyone goes on you, but then it's 6 seconds on the activation. And after 6 seconds of someone being in your face, the Rubik's probably dead. Techies, it looks like it is going to be the shard to come out first in here as well. He's going to be spotted by the ward. Meanwhile, Dark Lord, how's he looking for farm? Well, the Hawk will see him. The Denozric, he's just going to clean up these Ancients. The last of the Ancient stacks now as well. Again, going towards his BKB. Probably wants to look to fight from that. As Beastmaster, going to go to the Helm of the Overlord. He's going to have that Vlad soon-ish. Ooh, Archangel's going to be slowed down now. Frostbite. Curry's going to be taken away. Dojo don't want to fight into this now as well. There's going to be the Shapeshift. He does take that Illusion Rune. With the Wukong Command coming out, Vance Court can get himself away from this one. Corruptible. Do they have the drive back? Any control coming through? The Rupture onto Queasy. Queasy. Does he get himself out? No. Frostbite comes through. They get the double kill. And... well, now they're going to be able to push in. And yeah, Queasy wasn't able to get himself out. They get the kill into the 2 supports, which opens up the tier 1 tower. No, sorry, once again. Even using the proximity mine there to try and get the last hit onto the tower. Did the Techies get that shard? He's going to be... he's got the gold. He just needs to wait for it now. In 20 seconds. And it looks like that is what he's going to go towards. And then the Mana Boots after that. So yeah, the shard, he wants to be getting involved with the rest of his team, wants to be getting these stuns off with the blast off. And that's a little bit more important, it seems, to him here. I mean, even once he buys out the shard for 1,400, he's still only going to be about 300 gold away. No, he's not. Yeah, it's going to be a bit more than that. I went the wrong direction. I should have gone up instead of down. Still going to be about 500 gold away, though, from that energy booster, which, from the Techies, you know, being able to get the... he's going to be hunted by the wolves. These wards down in the Radiant Jungle, you know, they will see through from the side of Sigma.YNT, but YNT, he's one of those supports that can clear through with the sticky bombs, with the proximity mines. He can get a couple of jungle stacks and might be able to farm up that gold in no time at all. Yeah, maybe looking for the D-ward. He will see the sentries now as well. Going to be able to get that D-ward off. Which is even extra gold here. Black Archangel hunting for the Slark. Dark Lord's playing away. How's he looking in terms of net worth? He's third now on the net worth, taking over the Monkey King and Dodrin. Well, he might look to get that slot back here. They are looking to push down onto the tier 2 tower. The Hawk does see Dark Lord, so they might try and go... Is there going to be Aurora available here as well? If he can try and maybe get the balance strike into the rod, they might be able to get the kill Dark Lord now as well. Uses that Dark Pack, the balance strike. Oh, it came out a fraction of a second too early. Now the back lines. Going to be a lot of damage here onto Archangel. Can he get himself away from this one as well? Dodrin, the Wukong's command, will be used here for you. Does he want to try and go for the slide of fist? Steering chains come through. They get the roar onto him now as well. The jump in from the techies. The stun comes out, even with the silence from the blast off, and they get the kill. And now it's going to be the Rubik trying to get himself away with the tree dance, but the tree, it gets eaten from underneath him, and Dodrin gets the kill. Vanscore, I'd be shocked if he got out here now. So Dark Lord with the TP. At least he will be able to get himself away. But yeah, Dodrin with the Quelling Blade, he saw the Rubik was literally the tree in front of him, so he just cuts it from underneath his feet. The axes fly through for good measure, and Dodrin gets the kill. Even taking down the Lycan's Wildwing Ripper. Okay, Yont, they're going to see Dark Lord as well as Queasy moving through the jungle. Do you want to go for another one? Surely not. Yeah, this time I think Dodrin just moves himself out. Well, it's going to be stolen, though. It's going to be the Primal Spring and the Tree Dance once again here for the Rubik. So a bit of scouting, but... Oh, he tried to use the Diffusal Blade onto the Rubik now as well. It puts him in a bit of an awkward situation with Dark Lord still being here. So we'll see if Dodrin... He's not going to be put under any pressure from the side of Sigma.YNT. Monkey King. He's got his second slot back. It's actually going to be the Beastmaster that the Slark jumps ahead of. But Beastmaster, that Helm of the Overlord, I think is flying out to him now. So he's going to be able to get himself the Ancients for you. Well, for him, that was a scary situation. Just had to go for the Remnant, dive away. Going towards his BKB. His BKB is going to be really nice, as long as he's not stun locked. Once that BKB comes out, should be able to get more involved in these fights, but for now he's only going to be 1-1-3. So good momentum again for No Sorry. They've even got a double damage rune on the Monkey King. What can they do with this? Does he... Yeah, smoke comes out. I think that might have just been underneath the vision though in the river. So the Rubik gonna go for that tree dance away. Yeah, even Dark Lord backing himself away here. So, it looks like Sigma.YNT, do they want to try and re-engage? There is no Bloodseeker. There's going to be 5 heroes from the side of Sigma.YNT. They take the trees, but can they go for more? With that Wukong's command, Dodrin is trying to get himself through with the balance strike. They do get the roar onto the Ember Spirit now as well. The mines, they just rip through him, and there's even going to be TP in here from the Bloodseeker. The Bloodseeker trying to do what he can, pops his BKB, corruptible. He might go down, he will go down in a man fight. Dark Lord maybe trying to get on top of him now as that BKB was off. They've got the kill onto the Monkey and the Crystal Maiden, but Dark Lord in the trees. He's going to be scouted out. The Nosric comes through. Get the blood right. They get the kill onto the Slark. Slark's going to be dead. And Vanscore, he might not be so long for this Earth either. Telekinesis comes out, but this just means Queasy, he's going to be in the firing lines, even with the Frostbite being stolen from the Crystal Maiden. Yond, he gets the kill to Nosric after the fact here with the blood right once again. So everybody, even the techies might go down here to the Wolves. Now the Wolves going to be forced away by the larger creep army from the Beastmaster. Who would have thought in a fight like this, everybody but the techies dies? When it's the techies' job to kind of jump in and get yourself killed with the blast off into the sticky bombs and the proximity mines and just being a major nuisance.
Haste.
Dodrin. Did they actually see the Lycan? If he comes up onto the high ground, they will. You see, he's thinking about it. Monkey King, he's in here with the haste now as well. The TP comes out from the Slark. No, sorry, from the Rubik. I just saw the outline and I got excited. But yeah, Sigma.YNT, they might look for another fight here. And once again, the Frostbite comes out onto Enchantress. What's going to be stolen? They get the Frostbite stolen here by the Rubik. And take down the Crystal Maiden. The Crystal Maiden, it was... oh, the Blast Off, though, it connects. The Blood Right's going to come through now as well. Doran gets himself in. The Balance Strike even connects onto the Rubik. They get the kill onto Vanscore. Can they go for even more? Telekinesis. They take down Corruptible. And this might open up the Roche Pit here for the side of No Sorry. But yeah, the Crystal Maiden going for the Frostbite into the Freezing Field in that situation. It was optimistic. I'm not going to slight him, the Archangel, for the optimism of that. But maybe with 5 heroes around, 4 or 5 heroes around, it's not the best place to throw out the Freezing Field without a BKB on the Crystal Maiden. So Dodrin gets himself the Aegis this time. He's died... what is it, like 2 or 3 times? Yeah, 2 times on Dodrin. In that last fight, though, he did get a little bit overwhelmed. And before, he's going to go for the Manta style and not the BKB on the Monkey King as well. So yeah, I get the idea of giving him the Aegis. No shard for the Bloodseeker just yet. Wants to go into the Gleipnir. The Gleipnir is not going to be too far away either. Who has the shards? Only the techies. Yeah, it looks like only the techies. I thought Bloodseeker... I mean, Bloodseeker can still go for that. But the Blood Rage is pretty nice with the heal, the max health damage. It comes out 1.8% max health damage. When you're just trying to man-fight into... if you're man-fighting into someone like the Slark, even if he's taking stats off you, you know, just being able to do the damage to his health pool and getting that heal off. And... it might be a good way to get the trade. The dive in, Vanscore, the Balance Strike comes through. They have the lockdown onto the Enchantress. The Rodabato is going to be thrown out now as well. The Frostbite, the Blood Right, and the damage. Dodrin gets the kill. So now, No Sorry. Again, open up the tier 2. Do they want to go straight into the tier 3 now as well? With this Aegis, the Monkey King, he's feeling brave. He's feeling lucky. He's feeling like stepping up. So the tower fortification will be used. Pushes them back a little bit, but they forced out now the... I think that's a tier 3 fortification. Yeah, it is going to be. Are they waiting to fight this one? There might be creep waves coming in here. Lycan... oh, the back lines, though. Do they see Queasy? Queasy is in the smoke. But they're going to back themselves away, and Queasy has to run himself out of this one. Smoke's going to break Monkey King. We'll see the Balance Strike comes out now. He gets to jump in with Prowl Spring, and Queasy, he is going to be straight up dead. So dead, in fact, he makes the game pause as Dark Lord has disconnected, so hopefully... oh, in fact, even our observer's disconnected there as well, so a little bit of lag on the servers. Are we good? We're pretty good. I mean, No Sorry, definitely pretty good here. 20-13, even the Beastmaster's disconnected. So, Dark Lord reconnects, just have to wait now for the reconnect of Dominic. Look at this, Dodrin, he's communicating, you know, they're making plans in the pause. They've got ideas. Dominic, does he have his Blink Dagger? He does. Could be a Roar onto a Slark incoming in his very, very near future here.
Now this makes it all worthwhile.
Archangel's got to be a bit careful. There is an Invis rune here on for you. And if he wants to come into this fight, this time he does have the BKB. So you're relying on your right-click damage. The go comes through, though. Let's see. Is everyone ready? Are we good? Are we situated? Are we relaxed? Well, we better not be relaxed because there's a team fight coming up here. It looks like Dark Lord's just going to stop. Maybe they come in. Did they get it up? Frostbite comes through. The Roar's going to be there now as well. The Dark Pact, it has been used. Freezing Field from Black Archangel. Trying to do what he can in terms of damage. Blood Right's going to come through now as well. Did they get the lockdown onto Dark Lord? Dark Lord, he's been ruptured. A couple more right clicks. They might have the damage taken down. No, they don't. He gets the TP back to base. Dan Ultramix going to get low. He will be popped here. Queasy gets the kill with the damage coming through. Was it the Fade Bolt that finished it off? And now they might be able to turn it around. No Aegis here on the Bloodseeker. I think it was actually the Rupture. No, it wasn't. Was it? Let's take a look. Where's that Bloodseeker? What finished him off? It was just an attack. It was just a right-click from the Rubik, it seems like. They got the final kill. Yeah, no. He took some damage coming through from the pure damage from the Blood Rage. But it was just a right-click from the Rubik. Okay. So the Slark gets away. They kill off The buyback came through from the Rubik there, so if he didn't buy back into that, the fight maybe goes No Sorry's way. But the kill off the Crystal Maiden as well as the Bloodseeker, and the force out of buyback from the Rubik. So, swings and roundabouts maybe? Slark has to TP himself away, but he does survive. But did they force out a BKB from the Ember? They did. They did. So yeah, bit of swings and roundabouts, snakes and
Radiant's
ladders.
bottom tower is under attack.
And it feels like, No Sorry, with that fight, they hit a bit of a snake there. Monkey King going into the... I'm really surprised that Monkey, even though he has his Manta style up, he's not got himself a BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Van's core. How's the Enchantress looking? He's trying to do a bit of warding, it looks like, in the Radiant jungle, but No Sorry haven't been here for a good half of the game. It seems like maybe just a third. Has those little friends up as well. He's looking for couriers. That's what he's doing. He's looking for couriers. And Taki's... No! The uphill miss? Oh, he was just up on the high ground there on Van's core. Not going to be able to pull it off. Well, that's happening, though. Tier 2 tower in the mid lane is being pressured from the side of No Sorry. So while the Enchantress is being cute, No Sorry being deadly serious, looking for the next objective on the map. They do still have this Aegis for the next 30 seconds. So I wonder if they try and force something in. They don't have any telekinesis, no glimpses to drive back onto heroes. As Dark Lord, what's he looking for? Satanic? Oh, he buys that for the shard. Okay, so the protection, yeah, the protection's gonna be nice for the shard. That Dark Pact, excuse me, the Depth Shroud. Dark Pact obviously being his Q. The Depth Shroud is gonna be nice for the rest of the team if they do get low. Offers him a second defense as well. Depth Shroud and the Shadow Dance. I think they need to try and time, on the side of No Sorry, excuse me, they need to try and time this Frostbite into the Roar a little bit better, because it seems like the Frostbite comes out, they don't wait for the Dark Pact to activate before they go for the Roar. You know, they throw both out at once while the Dark Pact is already going. The heck, he's the taser, he might... No, they just get the kill into the Crystal Maiden. Now the dive in, Dark Lord. He's already used that Shadow Dance to blast off. It does come through, but it doesn't connect now. Dojo, no, they get the Roar Alpha, and they go into the Lycan this time. Wukong's command will be used. The lockdown onto Corruptible here with the Glimmer now as well. The Rupture comes out. Corruptible, he's slowly going to be running himself away, but I think it was stolen. It was stolen. And this time, Denozric gets the TP away. And the Werewolf just has to stay still. But they might have the lockdown onto the Beastmaster. They do. So all of a sudden, Sigma.YNT right back into this game. And they're coming right back up into No Sorry. Again, hitting another big snake, and Sigma.YNT hitting a really good ladder there to get themselves a catch-up potential. Yeah, look at this, they take down 3. Both supports on a core, and this is where I was looking at maybe the Crystal Maiden. It's a big gold investment here. After the 4-staff, you know, probably needs to look towards something maybe like the BKB. Oh, Monkey King, he comes in, the balance strike is going to connect. Even with the 4-staff come through, Queasy though, the right clicks. Dodrin will get the kill, Manta Star's going to be popped. How long's that double damage rune got left? It's about halfway through here on the Monkey King. Even takes down Vanscore's courier. What Vanscore? Well, poor Vanscore's courier, really. What have the couriers ever done to you? Dark Lord will be seen now, but it looks like Dodrin wants to leave, potentially. Yeah, Shadow Dance is back available. Slark going back in for the Satanic. So what? He's got the gold for the Morbid Mask as well as the Claymore if he wants it soon. But probably wants to get the Reaver as the first item, because the Reaver, it's a big gold commitment. With the Hand of Midas as well, you do save up for that. You've got a Quelling Blade that you can sell, so you do still have a slot. But yeah, just needs to... I think on the side of No Sorry, they need to time these roars a little bit better. Yeah, Dark Lord... Titan Sliver will drop. I wonder if he keeps that. Just sends the Dagger of Istil back.
I know I can trust you guys.
Yeah, he's just going to take that Titan Sliver. Yeah, it feels like this lineup from the side of No Sorry, it's going to start falling off a little bit here. The Bloodseeker, 5-2 and 5. Dodrin, what's he on the Monkey King? 7-2 and 8. He's going to be able to get himself towards that Basher pretty soon. In fact, he's got the gold for it now as well. Was those were the mines stolen by the Rubik. But we do see the Wolf in the Roche pit here, trying to scout it out. It's going to be a minute and a half before it's back up. They're going to check the minimum timing here. YNT just goes into it, and the bomb, it blows up the Wolf. So they know there's something invis here. Sentry will be dropped, but the smoke's coming out. Wolf's going to be taken. It's going to actually fade away. I think the respawn came out from the like, and it did. Blood right here now as well, but Dark Lord going to be able to pounce himself away from this one. The smoke's still going on to 3 heroes. Dominic the furthest one forward. He's got to be careful. Monkey King illusions. The Force Staff comes up. Telekinesis. He doesn't have a BKB going towards it, but he doesn't have it just yet now as well. The freezing field's going to be used here by the Crystal Maiden. Has it been stolen by the Rubik? It has. So he might be turned right back on its head, but Dark Lord's going to get low. Can he get himself away from this one? He doesn't. And YNT gets the kill. He gets the buyback here from the techies, and they might be able to absolutely clean up on the side of No Sorry. They take down the Edge, and now the chase onto the Lycan. The Lycan gets caught out. They take down 4 heroes. The lane's pushing in. Only the Ember Spirit lives. That was a really good turnaround from the side of No Sorry. And you saw the Slark tried to get into the Roche pit to break the vision, but there was Techie's mines in there, so he just walks himself into a proxy mine when he was on low health, and he ends up going down to the Techie's. Really great placement. I know it was looking for the Wolves here, but it was looking for the Scout on the Roshan respawn, but it was just one of those things that you don't think about as a Slark, and all of a sudden, you're just watching your corpse go bye-bye. You go blowing sky high. So, with no buybacks on the side of Sigma.YNT, No Sorry, they get a massive... I don't know, would it be a swing? Or would you be on a roundabout there? Probably the swing, because the swing goes up, right? Before it comes back down, so you're on a massive upswing. You're trying to hit that ladder and not hit a snake to slither you all the way back down in favor of Sigma.YNT. Don't know, did he get himself away from this one? The Mischief. Is that what's going to be what's stolen? No. It's going to be... Can you steal the Mischief? I don't know if you can, but it is going to be the Tree Dance as well as the Primal Spin here. Being taken by the Rubik. He's probably going to be happy with that. Roshan is back available, though. And Sigma.YNT, one of the ultimates, Shapeshift is back up. Or the BKBs. BKBs, are they back up as well? It's up for the Ember Spirit, but they have to do this quickly if they want to go for an invade here now as well. No, sorry, they've got this outpost, and it looks like Sigma.YNT not even going to contest onto this one. And Roshan, this will be the Shard Roshan. The Wolves trying to scout it out. It's way too late. We do give it over to you. The Nosric, it makes sense. Just being able to put the Blood Rage on you, it does mean that you get that attack damage. The 1.8% health of the max target's health, excuse me, of the target's max health as damage and lifesteal. Top lane, speaking about lifesteal now as well, those Jingus. Shadow Dance comes out before he can get the Jingu off. The Dodo and the Blast Off comes out now as well. Move across command. They've got the lockdown. They've got the silence. They've got the kill onto him. Dark Lord. It's not what he wants to happen when he's so close towards that Satanic. In fact, again, no buyback, so they're out of Slark for the next minute here on the side of Sigma.YNT. You have to settle for, I don't know, Pepsi? As the Nosric, they are looking to lead the line. They're looking to break the base, take down another tier 3 tower. Coming in onto this now as well, Searing Chains, but Bloodseeker now has that BKB. Going to be taking a lot of damage, has their Aegis now as well. Not giving it over to the Monkey King. Do they pop it? Glimmer Cape. Going to keep the Nosric alive. The Blood Right is going to be stolen by the Rubik, which will help push out the lane, help push out onto the base. Yeah. Dodrin comes forward, gets that last right click onto the tier 3 now. Do they want to go for this? Whose Blood Right is this? It's not green, I don't know. They get the kill onto the Crystal Maiden, so I'm going to say it was the Rubik's. But it looks like Sigma.YNT, after that one, they've forced away No Sorry from the base. I mean, the Slog's coming back up in the next 8 seconds anyway. They lost to tier 3, and No Sorry, I wouldn't be surprised to see them move down now. Even with this lane pushing out, there's no backdoor protection on a tier 1. So Dodrin's going to go back to push out the lane. Meanwhile, Dominic, if he wants to, he could start on that tier 1 tower in the bot lane. It is full health, though. So yeah, they're just going to let the Monkey King do it. And I mean, they have the Sages for the next, what, 3 minutes? Pretty much 3 minutes. Bob on. So yeah, they are going to be able to take the fight. I mean, Sigma.YNT... Ember, mate, come on. There's 3-4 heroes around here. You're going to be scouted out. A split second later, Dominic gets the roar off and the Ember Spirit's dead. I get the idea, because the Ember Spirit can just get that straight jump away with the Remnant, but that is brave. That is proper brave. And I am going to call it brave. You know what? He didn't get killed off, so it's not stupid. It's just brave. Crystal Maiden... Do you go down? The Force Staff away into the Glimmer Cape here, so the Crystal Maiden will be able to get himself away. I like that the Crystal Maiden's got the Blast Rig as well. If he gets leapt on by the the Slark, or maybe even the Lycan chasing him down, or the M Spirit jumps on top of him. 400 range, it pops the disarm. What is it, for like 2 seconds? Yeah, 2 seconds. Imagine being a Slark and not being able to attack for right-click for 2 seconds, or a Lycan trying to chase you down. And that's what's the cooldown on that as well? Every, what, 12 seconds? Oh, every 20 seconds, okay. So a bit longer than I thought it was.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Nosric looking to push down the bottom lane now. Does he join the rest of his team? The Bloodright comes out. Surely that's still the Rubik's, yeah. Because the Bloodseeker isn't here just yet. So Dino blinks himself in. Who does he catch out? Telekinesis comes through now as well. He still has the Aegis. A minute and 40 seconds onto this. He gets the Rupture onto the Slark once again. Slark can he run himself away. The Shadow Dance is going to be enough for regen. It's not. So he just has to get himself up on the base, look for the reset. But the Nosric, he can look for more here. Dark Lord is regenerating with the Shadow Dance. Dodrin gets a kill onto Corruptible. Ban score goes down here as well. Dodrin on a double. Can he make it a triple here? Shadow Dance, Dead Shot, in fact, this time from Dark Lord. It's going to be a little bit shorter. Dominic, he's looking to chase down Telekinesis, so going to stop him in his tracks. Pops his BKB. Well, Dino just goes back to the racks. Yeah, he wants to be taking this one down, and it looks like the Rubik still has the blood. In fact, it's that fresh blood right here as well. So it makes it a little bit harder to siege down the base if you are on the side of No Sorry. But soon Rubik will have the Ags. Bloodseeker's going towards the Basher, though. Into the Abyssal. Straight up Abyssal. Gold-wise, he has the gold near enough for the full Basher if he just wants to sell the Wand and the Quelling Blade. Yeah, in fact, I think if he sells the Wand and the Quelling Blade, he's got the gold here for that Basher. 16,450, so 2450. Yeah. There or thereabouts. Just needs one more creep wave. So, No Sorry. He still defend the racks, but that range racks took a hell of a beating. Yawned. Okay, some damage comes out onto him. He's going to be fine in the end. I wonder if he's already got himself the Aether Lens. So the cast range will be the... he's got the shot as well. It looks like Dodrin, they actually want to go through. I mean, the creeps are pushing in. And Sigma.YNT, they're outside of the space. So they're going to try and create this window here on the side of No Sorry. Do some damage, force back the TPs. They get the lockdown onto Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker, Telekinesis. Does he want to get himself away from this? He's going to be taking a lot of damage, but he pops up Blood Rage. Now he runs himself out with BKB going now as well into the Wukong Span. Dodrin, can he survive through this one? Again, no BKB of his own. So he's just trying to avoid the right things coming through from Dark Lord. But the Shadow Dance will be there. They get the kill. No! Do they? They do. Surely they do. Dodrin. The stun, the silence. Corruptible is going to try and chase him down. Corruptible does get the kill. He loses the Monkey King and the Crystal Maiden. Yeah, this is what I still want the Monkey King. He's going to be going towards a butterfly of his own, but I still think he would have been better off as an AC as well. Yo, I would have liked to see the BKB for the Monkey King, but it's going all right here for the side of No Sorry. It's not bad. It's going fairly well, in fact. Meanwhile, the side of Sigma.YNT, what is that win probability? 91% in favor of No Sorry. The advance score is going to be able to take the outpost in the Radiant base. I mean, okay. Rubik has got himself a Wukong Command. These proximity mines pop in left, right, and center. Just again, it's that early warning system coming through. Nosric now has that Basher. Does he have enough for a buyback as well? No, he needs another... God, he needs a load of gold for the buyback. It's going to be about 1,500 away from it. 1,500 away from that buyback. Meanwhile, this is happening. The base, if we take a look at the map, because we don't need to look away from this lane being pushed in from Dark Lord. The leap doesn't matter. The roar wasn't effective. I think he'd already had that dark pack going. Yeah. Dominic, he just needs to be a little bit more heads up with this dark pack. I mean, on any other hero, these roars would have been amazing. But the Slark just seems to carry on getting the purge off. Yeah, we take a look at the map. I was talking about this. The creep waves are pushing into the base. And it's a little bit damage onto the tier 4 now as well. The Ember Spirit has jumped himself back to try and defend it. He has a remnant to jump back to if he wants to here as well. So right back into the fights if something kicked off. But yeah, this lane, even with the Howl coming through, you know, slowly but surely will push in the favor of No Sorry. And they're losing damage on the tier 4s. Like, it's not the biggest damage in the world, you know, it's not a massive issue. It's not like the lose. Oh my god, they're losing the base and they need to come back. But you know, it's kind of like every little helps. And if the wave pushes in too much, yeah, these tier 4s, they're going to be taking a lot of punishment. The smoke coming out from Sigma.YNT now. Are they going to be able to get this catch off? Here it looks like Dark Lord coming through once again. Trying to get the catch. Once the Rubik got stolen, the Rubik still has that Wukong's command. Looks at the diving from the Hemisphere though. Did he want to try and go into this? Crystal Maiden's going to get low once again. The Glimmer Cave trying to keep himself alive with the Force Staff as well. The chase down from 4U though. 4U, he might be back under vision. He will be back under vision. And it looks like they might even be able to get a kill on the Beastmaster. Beastmaster trying to do his best. No! 4U, he cliffs himself! He cliffs himself with the Remnant, and it's going to be jumping in here from Denozric. And it looks like they do get the kill onto 4U. But now Denozric, he's caught on top of the cliff. Can he get himself away from this one? The Force Staff comes out, helping him. Dark Lord the pounce. He wanted to get the pounce onto Dominic with a Force Staff. It puts Denozric in his path. All the little things starting to add up. They even get the blast up onto the Rubik. Rubik, no way he gets himself out of this alive. The chase onto the Emissary. Emissary at the Glepnir. He gets the catch out. Only Corruptor left here. No buybacks. Right, so let's recap, if I can remember correctly. There's going to be a jump up onto the cliff from Denozric. He looks for the kill, gets a kill onto the Ember Spirit. And it's like, okay, he's cliffed himself. He's got no way down. But you get the buyback from the Crystal Maiden. The Crystal Maiden comes in. Force staffs Denozric down. As Dark Lord's making a pounce, because Dominic's got about 200 health left. He's about 2 right clicks away from dying. Denozric, he intercepts, gives it the best get down Mr. President you've ever seen. And it's not even him that did it. It's like the Crystal Maiden came along and shoved him into the bullet. And Denozric, not only does he tank it, he turns around on the shooter point blank, punches him in the jaw, gets the kill, and they get the game from this here as well. You see the relief on their faces. Sigma.YNT not looking as happy. They wanted to start off with a win. And for some time in the mid to late game, they had this game in their favor, but no, sorry, again. They just say, no, sorry, we're going to take this one. We're going to take the win. And it is going to be a day of 2-0s. And yeah, it seemed like Sigma.YNT were getting themselves back into it. There was a timing being hit by the items coming out, the BKBs being active, the Slark being able to come in as well with the Satanic, the Diffusal Blade there as well. And it looked like there was a good setup for a fight. But Sigma.YNT, they just couldn't find the right angles. Even if they were finding the pickoffs, they weren't team wiping. They weren't able to get objectives after the fact after that. And no, sorry, they just ended up wiping the game there. 10 kills on Denozric, 10 kills onto Yond on the Techies. Seriously, the Techies, after the rework, way better hero. Absolutely amazing in this game here as well. In this series, Yond on the Techies looked incredibly good through both matches. Sigma.YNT, they wanted this. They were, according to EGB, coming in as the favorites. But no, sorry, were able to take the series 2-0. And yeah, starting on how they started off the last one. Let's see if no, sorry, can get a bit of a better lead in this one. Looking to push on to Division 1. But guys, that is going to be it for the day. Hopefully you've enjoyed the cast. Hopefully you've enjoyed the games that have been played. And there's going to be more in 2 days. So don't forget to bookmark the channel. Come back in a couple of days for more Eastern European action. And we'll see you then. But for now, it is going to be goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you in a couple of days.